Muslim, Christian, Jew, Hindu, Buddhist, and atheist one too, and all in between. This is for the absolute positive, bigger, better of you, only doing good as truth. Let's say all existence, right, including your body, right, is a spectrum, right, from right to left, okay? The right side of it being the more positive, right, of it, and the left side of it being the more negative of it, right? As stated at the crucifixion by the good God and truth of Jesus Christ of all I am, the thieving Holy Spirit, God, King, Adam, man, first evolved, the triple male of all I am, right? You have to absolutely positively steal your life back from all faith and the fools of it, hanging their lives out to one neutral nothing, just left-handedly negatively deficient of the here and now. The neutral of nothing. Check me out. If on the left side is the negative of the spectrum, and on the right side is the positive of the spectrum, then understand this. Everything more positive, right, is the good God and truth of you, right? It's the heaven, the enlightenment, the miracle of life, the energy of life of you. And on the left-hand side of the spectrum, right, is the devil of you, right? It is the insanity, hell's, death, decay, disintegration, and hate of you, okay? Now, I said that this spectrum, right, was all existence of you, right, and all the reality of you, okay? Now, check me out. I'm going to be the good God and truth of this. And instead of us having right to left or left to right, okay, I'm gonna go ahead, right, and I'm gonna turn the right I'm gonna turn the right clockwise, okay, rightfully, truthfully, and I'm gonna turn the left clockwise, rightfully, truthfully, okay. Now instead of having a right and left spectrum, we have a up and down spectrum, okay. Well, all the positive of you, right, is the good God and truth of you, the higher ability and life of you, the heaven of you, right, to all things, good God and truth of you. And everything at the bottom, right, the below, right, is the negative, deficient, static, twisted, scattered, undefined matter of you, okay. Now at this point you have to know I've created a cross, but not only that, I've created a big plus sign. Now check me out. It's time to add up mankind, one bigger and better than all negativity, as the good God and truth of all I am, to the here and now of your reality check. Now check me out. Anytime you cross one more positive, when you feel all negativity, you are stated good as truth of your shape, form, and mass, of atoms crossing and bonding, only crossing bigger and better, one more positive and good. And that's stated by the physics and laws of all matter. And I'll tell you something. In the Gospel of Philip, right, it says, the left and the right and the good and the bad, these aren't what they appear. And I've showed you that with the negatives and positives of you, right, as the good God and truth of all I am. But here and now is what you don't understand. If you're not only adding up one more positive to be good as truth, right, bigger and better than all negativity from the inside out, with all you see, hear, taste, touch, smell, say, and do, right, then in reality check, no matter where you're at in that spectrum, okay, it's the neutral, nothing. You're always just negatively deficient of it, right? And all negativity, right, is the state, all is in a state of decay and disintegration, static, twisted, scattered, blind, and undefined in this life with energy. And it's the same in the next life. They become static, twisted, scattered, blind, and undefined. Now, if these energies are infinitely positive and good, and infinitely negative as hell to the absolute nothing of them, right? Okay? and everything in them, right, only being connected to a negative energy, right, infinitely, right? You can imagine all the hell that a person would go through that kills them, and then if they have any acknowledgement of that energy, all the hell they are, right, infinitely with it. Now check me out. Once you cross back one more positive, you only add up. That is the good God and truth of you and reality from the inside out at 360 degrees, right? That spectrum has no hold on you. You are the bigger and better of the enlightened out good God and truth of all I am. You hear me? You can't suffer out of existence, decay, disintegrate, or die of crossing one more positive to be good as truth. Christ, like bigger and better than all negativity. You hear me? That's the bigger and better of all God, truth, reality check. Only crossing one more positive and good. And negativity cannot exist to destroy you, to consume you, and to kill you out with decay and disintegration to one neutral nothing. Unless you go splat, you can absolutely, positively, as the good God and truth of you, do absolutely bigger and better than that. From the inside out at 360 degrees. And if you don't, you're absolutely, without a faithful doubt, killing yourself with murderous suicide and reality check. In the beginning, Pistis Sophia in the mythology was an atom that split. And by her taking positive energy through her negative polarity and perversely producing it out, right, it produced out all the neutrons of existence, right, to the reality check of the negative deficiency of the earth and Adam and Eve. And if Adam would only cross Eve back one more positive, right, to be good as truth, bigger and better than her faithful negativity, right, that's all we would be. But because he didn't, right, he allowed the negativity, right, of the situation, right, to come inside of him without producing it more positive to be good as truth, right? The bigger and better Eve and her faith in reality. So what happened is he incarnated the devil of him with that energy, right? And as a Shiva shaft, right? Because Shiva is the first faith. Shivaism is the first faith. And Hinduism is the first faith of earth, okay? So as a Shiva shaft on him, right? He faithfully, right, produced negative matter one after another to the here and now of us, to the reality check of us. Okay, dying out with decay and disintegration to one neutral nothing. Listen to me. Every time you produce your matter out more negative than positive, right, not only is it killing you, right, through the neutrons of you becoming radioactive, but every bit of that matter that you're producing out is killing all you are in love. By example, to the here and now of your reality check. Listen, Shiva is the neutral God of nothing. And the whole Godhead is negatively deficient with faith. Fools, and that's why none of them exist here now. To the reality check of them, never will again. Only in mythology, only in energy. You hear me? Because no matter what, you hear me? There will always be something negative, right? That will make you static, twisted, scattered, blind, and undefined. It will hit you as a blind side. But you don't have to be a blind fool crossing a bad way with faith to one neutral nothing. Listen to me. If you know to cross all you are back one more positive, every time you feel all negativity, that will state you good as truth, bigger and better than all the negativity, right? You can't suffer out of existence. You can't decay, disintegrate, or have a bad way to nothing for that. What do you need faith for? All faith is negatively deficient of one thing, always being one more positive than all negativity to keep all of its followers good as truth, the bigger and better of all reality. And that's why I'm king of all God, truth, reality check. Because if you believe, right, the good God and truth of all I am, you no longer need faith. And in reality check, you will never suffer out of existence, decay, disintegrate, or die of crossing one more positive to be good as truth, bigger and better than any negativity that has blindsided you in reality check. As stated at the crucifixion, again, by the good God and truth of Jesus Christ of all I am, the thieving Holy Spirit, God, King, Adam, man, first evolved, the triple male of all I am. You have to absolutely, positively steal yourself back from all faithful, left-handed negativity that will crisscross you, static, twisted, scattered, blind, and undefined, 2-1 neutral nothing. Just negative of you here and now with energy. Only bow and submit rightfully, truthfully, to the full thief man, God, King, Adam man, first evolved, the triple male of all I am. All of all else is negatively deficient and will crisscross, static, twisted, scattered, blind, and undefined. 2-1 neutral nothing up out of reality for it. I've called out our leadership in every way a man can. You hear me? I don't hide who I am. I don't hide what I do. I don't hide my struggles and I don't hide my suffering. I don't hide my happiness and I don't hide my pain. Listen to me.